Hello Stampers! I've got a Queen Bee for you today. This is using the Queen Bee stamp set from Stampin' Up. It's such a beautiful set. It has this great big bee and then a little bee, and it has flowers, everything you need to make a scene. This certainly could go to a queen that you know. We all have a queen in our life, right? I'm using the bundle for this project, and I'm going to pull in the Queen Bee dies. And these die cut the big bee out, and a couple other images like the flowers, but it has this great arched leafy die here that we're going to be using. And I'm also using these little flowers. There's two of them. There's a small one and then like a medium-sized flower in this, and we're going to use those also. So we're going to get going on our main panel for this project. Now you can find all the dimensions for this project down below this video. Just click show more and you'll see them there along with the links to the products. That'll take you directly to my online store. So our main panel is basic white, and it's 3 3/4 by 5. And I'm going to start by stamping my bee. I need to know where that is, and I'm going to try to center it up as much as possible. And I'm going to use Memento Tuxedo Black for this. Now I like to, some of these bigger stamps, I always seem to take my stamp set and pounce it on top so I can see that everything is getting colored. And then I'm going to stamp this as much as I can in the middle of this panel. If you're a little off, it's okay. We can trim it down at the end. So there is our bee. Now I'm going to take some colors and go around it. I want it to look like it's kind of glowing in the middle. So I'm going to take some, I'm going to start with soft suede. And a blending brush. And I'm going to start blending around this, and I'm going to go up to the bee, but I'm leaving a little bit of that white around it. Just like that. So again, that was soft suede. Okay, our next color, we're going to go a little darker, and I'm going to bring in Early Espresso. And without covering all of our soft suede there, we're going to go around this bee. I'm leaving plenty of that soft suede showing. That starts giving you that glowing effect. There we go. So now I'm going to take our soft suede again, and we have this great background looking stamp. It's like typed letters, and then it has dots all over it. And we're going to use this, and we're going to kind of go around our bee some with this. You're not going to see a whole lot of this once we get our die cuts on, but Some of this will show. There we go. Again, that was soft suede. So now I'm going to bring in Memento Tuxedo Black. I'm going to add some black just around the edge of our panel. So I mainly pretty much just hit the corners and just a little tiny bit along the edges. This just gives you a little bit more depth just by layering those colors. All right, so we got that in. Now we're going to go ahead and color our queen in. And I'm going to start, and I'm just going to take a So Saffron Stampin' Blend marker. This is the dark So Saffron. I'm just going to use the brush in, and I'm going to color over the bee. I'm not going to color over the heart. I think that's the heart and the eyes are the only things I'm leaving white. Just going to go over the wings and the entire body. You don't have to worry about doing the legs. The legs will just stay black. Then I'm going to take a light soft suede Stampin' Blend marker. And I'm going to color the leaves in on the wings. Now we're starting to get some different tones going here. Next, I'm going to take a basic black. This is the dark basic black. And I'm using the fine tip, and anywhere there's no leaves or flowers, I'm going to color that in. And that's going to make your other colors pop, just having that black in there mixed in. See how they start popping off the page at you. And I'm also going to color in her body. Going around that heart and around the flowers. There we go. Now I just want to add some white gel pen to these flowers. That'll really make them stand out. And I'm just putting on the edge, the very tips of each of those blooms. Just like a little dot. That helps bring those flowers out. Now you could do these flowers in any color. I just chose to kind of stick with a color of a bee. So I use So Saffron, but just imagine those flowers in like purple or pink. All right, and I'm going to do the same to these little flowers on her abdomen. Coloring this bee really makes me miss my beehives. I used to raise bees. And I gave them up because, boy, it's quite the job taking care of them. I miss them. All right. If you think you need a little white somewhere in the wing, you can add some dots. I think I want some kind of in the background there. And there's our white gel pen. So that was a Signo white gel pen that I just got from Amazon. And now we're just going to do our dies. So I die cut 4 of these using the bee die, queen bee dies. And I did it out of silver foil. I just really wanted to give her this nice silver edging. So I'm gonna adhere those on. I'm just gonna use my multi-purpose glue here. You can leave them kind of loose just by putting some glue straight down the stem, but I prefer just to add just a tiny bit of glue to some of the petals. And with these you can stretch it out some, and that's what I'm going to do, just so it ends up being more of an oval shape. And if these go off of your panel just a little bit, don't sweat it. It's fine. There we go. I'm going to do the same all the way around. I'm going to put one down here at the bottom. My fingers get kind of sticky though. But I try not to put so much glue on that you end up with a mess. Okay, so I'm going to stretch that a little bit. I am trying to center this up a bit. Oh, see, my fingers are sticky. There we go. So we have it on the top and the bottom. And then these are just going to go on the sides here to finish it off. And I'm going to overlap these a bit. Here we go. These make such a pretty wreath too. So you can certainly make wreaths out of these queen bee dies. There we go. So we have her all surrounded in silver. And then I die cut some of these flowers out. I cut 3 of the small ones and 2 of the larger ones. And I'm going to flip them over here to the right side. There's actually an embossed image on one side of them when you die cut them. And I'm going to take that white gel pen and I'm going to add some white gel pen to each of these little tips of their flowers. just to give them a little bit more oomph, putting that little highlight in them. And these were die cut out of Saffron cardstock. Now we have a little highlight on them, and I'm going to take this black Stampin' Blend marker, and I'm just going to put a few dots in the center of each flower. Just to make that center pop. Now just attach each one with I'm going to attach each one with a mini glue dot. I'm going to add a couple of these big ones to the top. Kind of overlapping them a little bit. Then I'll add some of these to the bottom also. Just in a little group. There we go. And there is our main panel all finished. Doesn't she look pretty in all her glory there with her silver leaves around her? So for our card base, I have a soft suede card base. It's 5.5 by 8.5, and then I folded it in half to create my quarter card. On the top of that, I put a basic black panel that's 4 by 5.25. Inside, I put another basic black panel that's the same size, 4 by 5.25. I added a Saffron panel that's 3 3/4 by 5 on the inside. Then I'm going to pop this up on the front of our card. I'm just going to use Stampin' Dimensionals for that. You could actually, if you wanted to, you don't need to pop this up, but I thought it gave some interest and brought our queen front and center. Okay, I have all the backs off of my dimensionals, and I'm just going to center this up on my panel here. I don't press it down all the way until I figure out that I have it pretty centered. That way, if I need to take it back up, I can without ripping things up. There we go. She's all centered up. And there is our card for today. I hope you enjoyed this project and you give it a go. This is a beautiful stamp set and a lot of fun to color. Thanks for joining me today. Take care. Toodles!